Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. Before we start this video, let me remind you guys to subscribe to my channel. I post the videos regularly, right? regularly on here. So make sure you subscribe and also hit the little like button if you enjoyed this video. So on Instagram a few weeks ago I found this recipe that is from the Prune Kitchen. The name of the dish is Shakshouka. I'm absolutely not sure how to pronounce this, so please let me know how to pronounce it. It's like a Spanish dish that I've seen being made like non-vegan, and I've always thought like, oh, that looks so much fun, like, oh, you make a tomato sauce and then you poach an egg in it, and you know, it looks really yummy. Like, it looks like something I could really enjoy. And then I saw this recipe being veganized, and yeah, I just have to try it. I've been dying to try it and to like film it for you guys, of course. We're just gonna get straight into it, guys. So what we're gonna start with is to chop down a yellow onion, which I've already peeled, and we're gonna chop down a pepper, any color, but I've got the red one here. When I'm chopping things down, I don't worry too much about like everything being like the same shape or same size, and I just like chop it down roughly. But I think you don't want the pieces to be like too big in this dish because yeah, you want it to be like a bit saucy. So I've chopped this down, and now we're gonna saute this with some olive oil. While the onion and pepper is frying away in the pan to get a bit soft, we are going to chop down one chili pepper. Maybe I'll just use half, I'm not sure yet, because it might be a bit too spicy. What do you think? Or should I use the whole?
Use the whole one. Yeah,
it's not too spicy. If it's not a super spicy pepper, use the whole one. And then we got 4 cloves of garlic here, which we're also going to press down into the frying pan. Now we're going to chop down a few fresh tomatoes. I've got these 2 like regular size, and then I've got a few cherry tomatoes, but it should be the equivalent to roughly 3 regular sized tomatoes. We're going in with the chopped tomatoes now, and with some spices. We got chili powder, ground cumin, and some ground coriander, and some salt. While the tomato sauce is cooking away, we're going to make the egg that is going to be poached in the tomato sauce later, or you know, poached it won't be, but you know, it's going to be cooked in there. What we're going to make the egg white out of is some tofu, which it did not say in the Instagram post to drain it, but I'm just thinking that it's probably a good idea to do that. So I've just kind of patted it dry with the kitchen towel. So a block of firm tofu. We got some nutritional yeast, which you should know by now. It's very handy to have in your kitchen. It's nutty and cheesy in the flavor. Adds a great taste to everything you make, basically. So we're going to add some of that, and we're going to add some black salt. It says on this container black pepper, which is confusing Howard so much, my cameraman, but I know this is black salt. So we're going to add some of that, and you should probably also know this by now, but black salt is adding an eggy flavor to anything you use it with, and it's really ridiculous how eggy this is tasting and smelling. Yeah, it's crazy. If you haven't tried it, you just must. Oh, and some plant-based milk as well we're going to add. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And we're going to place all of these ingredients into the food processor. You can use a hand blender as well, I'm sure, if you got one of those. We're making it medium smooth. It can still be a little bit of chunks in there. But yeah, it's the first time I'm making this, so we'll see how it goes. Alright. I do remember roughly how an egg tastes like, and trust me, this is pretty down spot on. The eggy flavor from that black salt is just like, wow. It smells so much like egg in here as well. So what we're going to do now is basically we're going to make small little holes into the frying pan and the tomato sauce and kind of dollop this egg white out and let it cook in there for a little while. And then we're going to also make the yolk, the egg yolk. And making the egg yolk, that will be the big challenge in this video. Let me tell you that, or not. We'll find out. Are you ready for it? The trickiest part of this video, the egg yolk. No, I'm joking. It's gonna be super mega easy. Maybe you've noticed through this whole video, I've had these yellow tomatoes standing in the background. Small yellow cherry tomatoes, and this is actually going to be the yolk. So we're just going to half them and just simply pop one in the middle of each little egg. And then we're going to put the lid back on so that the cherry tomatoes just kind of gets a little bit soft, and then this is done. So I think this is ready now. I think it's just to basically wait until the tofu is kind of warmed through and the tomatoes is not really like raw anymore, the cherry tomatoes. So yeah, let's take this off the stove and give it a little taste. Alright, let's give this a try. Super yummy. I don't have lipstick anywhere. It's quite spicy, which I love. It's got really like nice deep flavors from the tomato sauce, and I just have to try a little bit more of the egg actually. As I've noticed with other recipes where I've tried to make vegan eggs, the black salt that has its very eggy flavor, that eggy flavor kind of disappears when you heat it up. So I would actually maybe add a little bit extra salt. Now I would add a little bit less salt into the egg white blend, and then I would kind of just powder on a little bit of the black salt on top of the eggs now when this is done. So I'll probably do that next time, and maybe I'll add a little bit more on top of these now. But it tastes amazing. It looks amazing. Definitely give this a try at home, guys. I'm going to eat a little bit more of this, and maybe my cameraman Howard also wants some. Do you want some? I will say goodbye to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below as well, and subscribe to my channel. Normally I would write down the measurements of the things that I used in this recipe, but because this is not my recipe, I will instead add a link to the Instagram for the Prunes Kitchen. They got loads of great recipes there, and they got loads of beautiful pictures, so definitely check that out. Until I see you again, have a good one!